Hello, vinyl community. There's Randy back there with another video. I was watching some recent videos from Vinyl Richie and Cosmic Vinyl, Cosmic Brian, with the theme of showing records by major artists that don't ever get shown in the vinyl community. I think that was the basic theme. So I guess just well-known albums that I guess maybe because they're so well-known they don't get shown very much. So I figured I might try and do a response to that. I was looking through my Discogs collection to see what records I had that might meet that criteria, but I really couldn't find any. Everything I saw in there I think gets shown pretty much, you know. If it wasn't shown by me, it was shown by somebody else. So yeah, nothing really unusual in there. But I did notice as I was looking through there that well, I guess it just kind of occurred to me. I thought to myself that nobody's ever done or nobody that I've seen has done a Flaming Lip. I'm sure somebody has done one because I know the vinyl community's been around for over 10 years now, and there's a lot of videos out there. I'm sure if I did a search, I would find one. But none of the videos that I've watched have ever focused on Flaming Lips. So I figured I'd show you my Flaming Lips collection. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to this Flaming Lips collection. We're listening to Flaming Lips in the background right now. The record that we're hearing is Telepathic Surgery. The very first Flaming Lips album was Here It Is. I don't have it, the record. I have the CD. I didn't get the CD until I think I probably got this CD in 1993 or 94, after I was already, pretty familiar with the band. And they're just a three-piece band in this one. Wayne Coyne is the main guy, and he's probably just about the only band member that I will mention by name. I think he's just about the only consistent member. Well, Stephen Drozd, I guess, the other guitarist, I think has been, well, maybe the bass player's been there for a long time too. But Wayne Coyne is the only one I'm going to really mention. I think he's the only one who's there from beginning to end. Here's what that CD looks like. I've never really listened to this a whole lot. Not much at all. I'm sure it's good. I should listen to it again. Their second album, so they formed in 1983 in Oklahoma City. So that album, Here It Is, came out, I think this came out in like 1986. Not really see a year listed there. I think in 1987 they released their second album, which was Oh My God, It's the Flaming Lips. So I only have this on a cassette tape. Somebody recorded this one for me, so I just now took it out, and the strips have come unglued. So I need to be sure I mark this so I'll know what it is. Even though I can tell very easily by listening to it what it is. Yeah, Everything But the Girl on the other side of that. So fantastic tape. So yeah, this was a great album. Obviously, I liked it a lot because I got more of the records later. Starts out with Everything's Exploding. I don't think there's really any hits or anything on here that people would necessarily know. I'll tell you another thing about their song titles is that a lot of times their song titles are not really lyrics from the song, so it's kind of hard to remember exactly what the song is from the song title. Or maybe it'll be an obscure lyric from the song that it's kind of hard to understand or something like that. So 1989 they released their third album, Telepathic Surgery. This is what you can tell by the price tag here. This is one that I got when I was living in Germany. Very cool cover there. The back of it is sort of strange, I guess. Telepathic Surgery. That's what we're hearing right now. Oh yeah. So you get the lyrics there. You get the lyrics. Right side up. And here's what the band looked like at that time. Yeah, so it was a fantastic album. And then, so I think that was 1989. Then they released a few more albums. And I didn't get them. I didn't really. I guess I wasn't listening to much radio at the time, and because I think they had a few songs that released were on like college radio, but they released "In a Priest-Driven Ambulance" in 1989, "Hit to Death in the Future Head" in 1992, and "Transmissions from the Satellite Heart" in 1993. I didn't get any of those, but in 1995, I got "Clouds Taste Metallic." I got it on CD back then in 1995. I found it used at a record store, and I remembered how much I liked the earlier albums I had, so I went ahead and got it. And this was just really awesome. This is where I really started having a whole new outlook on the band. This is a fantastic album, and here's the track listing. This is a Vinyl Me Please reissue from a few years ago. There's just so many great songs on here. I tell you though, when you get to side 2, it starts with "When You Smile," then "Kim's Watermelon Gun." So, I mean, those two songs are just so awesome. I would urge you to stream those immediately. "Kim's Watermelon Gun." And then "Christmas at the Zoo" is on here. So they have another Christmas song, but this is "Christmas at the Zoo." That's also an awesome song. This whole album though, it's just fantastic. And it like I say, it really changed my whole outlook on the band. It's really made me think they were a very serious, outstanding band. I saw them around this time, I think, at the Edge in Palo Alto, which was, I don't know, maybe 1,000 people could fit in there. And they were really excellent. I'll tell you what was really cool was they had a very cool light show. Oh, this was before they became, I think, really much more famous later on. And the light show really basically consisted of having like Christmas lights, strings of Christmas lights, that they had them attached to all of their amplifiers and all of their equipment around the edges of everything. The lights that will like chase each other or do like strobing effects, and you can change them. And it really was a very cool light show, and it was a fantastic show. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I saw them again in 1998 when they become much bigger, and that was also an awesome show. That was at Maritime Hall in San Francisco. I never saw I think they're somewhat well known for having furries at their shows, but I never attended a show that had furries. The Soft Bulletin is the album that really sort of put them over the top. This is just such an all-time great album, indescribably good. This is also a Vinyl Me Please reissue. Has this. It's just an insert. It's not actually the whole album cover. Here's the album cover. The Soft Bulletin. They spread it across 4 sides on here, which I don't know if that's really necessary, but I guess some people prefer that. But there's so many great songs on here. Once again, starting with side 2, "Waiting for a Superman." But really, this whole album is just from beginning to end, really just spectacular. One of my favorites. I should listen to this. That's a yellow vinyl. Yeah, so those were all just fantastic. And so what year did get us up to? After this, it became very hard to find records. And I suppose if I really wanted to look hard for them, I could have found the ones after this on vinyl, but I didn't. So I kind of wish I had. But yeah, 2002, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. I think this is the album that is probably their best known album. This is also just, so there's a streak of like 4 albums there that are all just ending with this one. All just absolutely fantastic albums, truly memorable albums from beginning to end with meaningful songs. So, yeah, Yoshimi Battles with Pink Robots. I think this had some hits on it, like it's hard to. Oh, Do You Realize was definitely a hit. Do You Realize? Wow, what a song that is. Yeah, the song titles, it's really hard to remember what they are from the song titles, but anyway, here's what the CD looks like. So, yeah, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. They put out a couple of EPs based on those. Product insert. This is Fight Test. Singing some songs that weren't on the album. Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Well, I won't read them all out here, but Do You Realize is on here too. Thank You, Jack White is on here. Yeah, inside of that looks like Fight Test. And I did another EP called Ego Tripping at the Gates of Hell. And this one, I think it's going to be pretty much the same. On the inside, it's not a whole lot to see inside there. But this one, on this one, you got Do You Realize again. I think these versions are a little bit different, but oh yeah, A Change at Christmas. A Change at Christmas is on here. This is really one of the best Christmas songs. Certainly out of modern Christmas songs, you know, Christmas songs written in this century, that certainly has to be one of the top Christmas songs. They put out a DVD after that. The Fearless Freaks. I assume that's Wayne Coyne there. I should... Oh wait, no, it says it's Michael. Michael, so is Michael the bass player? I'm not sure who Michael is. But yeah, this was a DVD which documents their history. There's the chapter listing. It was really cool. And this is actually, so Fearless Freaks is what that's called. This actually comes with a bonus disc too. There's 2 discs in here. The bonus disc has some live clips and photo slideshow. And War with the Mystics. What year are we up to now? I think we're around 2008 maybe or something like that. 2006, or At War with the Mystics. This is where they kind of, it's just, well, to me this was a big drop off after the previous 4 albums. It just sort of seemed like they, well, maybe became a little bit self-important. I should go listen to it again because overall, basically, I like it. I mean, I think I like the album, but just, well, after those previous 4 albums, I mean, it was just going to be awfully hard to keep on getting better and better after that. But Embryonic was sort of a, for me, it was a comeback. I liked it better than I did the one before that. So, Embryonic is, let's see, 2009 for Embryonic. Yeah, so this is actually the last one I have to show. They put out another one after this called with Heady Friends, and I think that's the one where, there might have even been another one where they were doing a Sgt. Pepper tribute, but this comes with a CD. And a CD case. That was cool. They were doing that in the 2000s there for a while. That was very convenient. But yeah, the Heady Friends and their version of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, just I really didn't like them. at all. I traded them in, and I just haven't got anything since then. So it's really weird. They had the earlier albums and the 4 incredibly strong ones. The slightly weaker one, which was A War with the Mystics. Embryonic I liked again. But yeah, but it'd just be awfully hard, I think, for any band to maintain that level of how much I was liking them in the early 2000s. So, oh yeah, there's some other inner sleeve here for Embryonic. This is one of those, I don't understand this. They have these good inner sleeves. They're like, you know, slick paper, but they give you the inner sleeves, and then they give you the records on it in a separate sleeve. Cool yellow vinyl, and another thing I really like about this one is they do 2 colors of vinyl, yellow and blue. So that's it. That's my Flaming Lips collection. Really fantastic album. There's 4 albums there in a row. Clouds Taste Metallic, Soft Bulletin, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. Is the one I'm forgetting? Maybe it's 3 in a row. It's really so fantastic. Clouds Taste Metallic, Soft Bulletin, and Yoshimi. Those are the 3 that are really, yeah. So that's it. Let me know what you think about Flaming Lips. I'll be interested to know. And I guess I could do a needle drop. So yeah, stay tuned for a needle drop. I'll put on a song. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for watching.